Welcome back. Now that we have gone over the basics of setting up an episode, we want to come into our settings area. And you can reach that settings area by coming to your top menu, then clicking this settings button. And when you click that settings button, that's going to bring you to the screen that we're looking at right now. And one of the first things you're going to do is you're going to determine your cover art. And your cover art is going to appear as a profile image, and it's recommended that you make that cover art 1400 by 1400 pixels. Now, what's significant about this cover art is that you will actually see it when your podcast goes live at iTunes. So this will be the image that will be shown for your podcast. It will also appear when you are sharing your content on social media. So you'll see that cover art up in the right hand corner. You'll actually see it here on the right hand side. Now this is actually blurred out right now, but you're going to click the select button, and then you're going to grab the image from your hard drive. And again, you want to make sure that it is 1400 by 1400 pixels when you create it. And of course, if you need someone to create it for you, you can have this done on a website like Fiverr. Now you're going to write in your contact information. And the contact information is important in that this display name is actually going to be seen on your site. So when you write this in, just note that this name is going to be the one that is going to be associated with your site online when it comes to your Blog Talk Radio account. You're going to have an account email address and then contact phone number. Now, these will not necessarily be important with respect to your customer, but you will be contacted through these means by Blog Talk Radio. And of course, you're going to be able to display some other URLs for your site. You'll be able to display your Twitter account. You'll be able to display your Facebook account as well as your Google Plus profile. So you'll want to write those in. Next, on the left-hand side menu, you're going to see this link that says Show and Podcast. Now, this is going to be important information. It's not going to be the only place where you'll see it, but this is important information, and it's a good idea to write it down or to put it someplace where you keep your logins and password. And that'll be your host dial-in number, your host PIN, which Blog Talk Radio will ask you for from time to time, and then your host ID. Now, if you have to call in from a phone in order to conduct your show, you will need this information to give to Blog Talk Radio. So again, have it someplace where you're going to be able to access it, especially if you use your mobile device. Now you're going to write in here a show title. And this show title is going to be the one that's going to appear for you in the search engines as well as your show description. Now these two things together, you can use keywords in order to do this, but you may want to brand your show. You're also going to have the opportunity to put a pitch in here. Now that pitch will then be for you to be able to get people enticed by your content. You basically want to summarize what your show is going to be about. You'll have a place to put keywords here, and those keywords are going to be the ones that you want people to search for and find your show. Now, of course, if you can use longer tail keywords and more specific keywords, that's going to be better. But if you have a more general idea of what your show is going to be about, you can write that in the keywords box. And again, you can come back and change these later if you find that the ones that you're using are not working for you. Now, Blog Talk Radio is going to give you the opportunity to determine what your show URL is going to be. And you can actually write in what you think it's going to be. Once again, you can either use a branding name or you can use a name that will be fitting your keywords and will help you to be more findable in search. Now, the last major item inside of your page appearance is going to be that you are going to want to place a profile image. And Blog Talk Radio recommends that you use a 1600 by 400 pixel image. Now, let's take a look at a couple of profile images. Okay, you'll see this banner that's across the top, and you'll see that this is long and then this is very short. So this is the 1600 by 400, and you'll see how your banner is going to appear. Now let's look at another one. Once again, you'll see the profile image. you'll actually see the show image here in this corner in this banner. Now you'll notice the appearance is a little more customized, but you'll see this banner image across the top once again. Now once again, you'll be able to determine your show category, your visibility, and then the introduction audio we will be talking about in a future video. And this is where you're going to actually be able to put in some introduction and ending music. And you will be able to set that music by default here in your settings area. Now in your notification area, you'll be able to determine how Blog Talk Radio is going to let you know when your show is coming, as well as shows that you follow on the network. And these are all things that you'll need to determine according to your preferences. Now, one other item that you're going to want to take note of is that you are going to be able to connect your social media accounts, in particular Twitter and Facebook. Now, Facebook will be connecting to your personal account, so this will not connect to your group, nor will it connect to your page. This will connect with your Facebook account personally, and this link will actually connect to your Twitter account. So you'll be able to determine these two things in the network, and this will happen automatically along with your show when you determine your social media. Okay, so with that, thanks, and I will see you in another video.